Hello everybody, let's create a print. We're gonna start with this piece of styrofoam and then a pencil and a Sharpie. What I want you to start with is draw a pattern on your styrofoam with your Sharpie. This can be a line or a shape pattern or a line and a shape pattern. So I'm gonna start with a zigzag line and then a circle pattern. Then I can do another type of line, wavy line, and maybe I'll do a spiral pattern. For the next one, maybe I'll do some line patterns, straight lines. And then maybe I'll do a zigzag again. So I'm just repeating lines and shapes to make patterns. Now I'm doing a heart pattern. When I finish my pattern all the way from top to bottom, I'm going to close my Sharpie and grab my pencil. Now we're going to be carving into this styrofoam. Carving means pressing to make a little indent. So I'm going to start with the styrofoam with the zigzag line, and I'm just going to press my pencil onto the zigzag line. Now as I press my pencil, you'll notice that it's making a little indent. You can see it's a little bit pushed in right there. So you want to press your pencil hard enough so that it's going in, and when you feel it, it feels a little bit like there's a bump. Okay, I finished tracing all of my patterns. If I look on the side there, I can see there's a little bit of an indent on all of them. If I place my hands on top, I should feel all of the patterns. All right, now it's time to do some printing. So I am going to now take my printing paper, and you should have 4 pieces. So you're gonna have 2 big rectangles and 2 small white squares, and you're gonna keep them on your gray paper. This is your placemat, so you don't get your table all dirty. At your table, you will find printing ink and a roller. We call this a brayer. So you're gonna take the printing ink at your table, and if it's not already rolled out for you, you can just go ahead and take your roller and start rolling the ink out. Top to bottom, up and down, and left to right, side to side. You'll notice as you roll this ink, it's making kind of a sticky sound like Velcro. That's how you'll know that you have rolled out your ink good enough. It's nice and smooth and even. Not any big bumps or lumps in any different spots. Now I've got some smooth ink onto my roller. I am going to place my white papers to the side, place my styrofoam down, and I'm going to roll the ink onto my styrofoam nice and smooth, up and down, and even left to right if I need to get those corners. There's no white spaces except my patterns. I can see all of the ink has pressed nice and smooth. So I'm going to place this back down onto the tray with the handle out. And I'm going to take my pattern now, and I'm going to stamp it onto my first piece of white paper. My goal is to line this up as best as I can, and then I'm going to flip it over. With my hand, I'm going to rub nice and hard so that all the ink gets pressed onto my white paper. I can even go like this with the palm of my hand so it's nice and firm. When I think I've rubbed all the sides, I'm going to take it off, and that's my first beautiful print. I'm going to place that one down, and now I'm going to make my second print. If I want to continue using the same color, then I'll just take that same roller, get some more ink on there. It might look like you have enough ink, but you're going to want to roll it again, up and down and left to right. All right, let's make our second print now. Take it off, and I've got a nice second print. Awesome. Now, you can keep printing with the same color, but if you want to switch colors, what you'll have to do is grab a wet wipe. You will have to wipe off all the ink from your stamp, and you'll see there's a little bit in the cracks. That's okay. Try and get most of it off. And then what you'll have to do is look for the second color at your table. Every table should have 2 different colors that you can print with today. All right, I want to switch colors, so I'm going to switch to blue now. So at my table, I'm going to find the roller and the tray that has the blue. I'm not going to put the pink roller onto the blue. I'm only going to use the blue roller. Make sure it's nice and smooth. Place my stamp down onto the gray paper. Up and down, left to right. Get those corners really good, no white spaces. And I'm ready to print again. I'm going to place my blue onto my empty paper here. And I think I'm gonna go this way. And notice how it doesn't cover the whole paper. That's because I'm gonna make a second print onto this spot. So I have to make my first print. Take it off. Pretty good. Now I have to roll some more ink onto there. Done. Look at that. I've got 4 pieces of paper and 6 great prints. So now I'm going to make sure my name is on my placemat. And I'm going to place my whole placemat onto the drawing rack like this, almost like a lunch tray. I want these to stay on here while they're drying, so I keep them all together. Okay, friends, happy printmaking. I can't wait to see your patterns and designs.